Hi guys, big time for number start here. So our last tutorial we tidy the working productivity and the search bar. So this tutorial now wants us to tidy this part now, this area will be like calendar somehow. Calendar with charts and this time. So quickly, just after the header here, I'll create a new class. I'll call them dashboard area. So inside this dashboard area now we'll get a tailwind grid class, then grid calls 12. They will give a gap of 10. So the reason we give the gap now because of this spacing where they here. So space here, space like that. So now inside this grid we'll create now. We'll create cospan 12. Then for 2XL or minus XL for XL it could be span 8. Then for 2XL equal, and mind you, this thing what the type is now method is for this shorthand. So in case you know how to use method, I already create tutorial for this my channel. So if you check them out so that you go do the same page, you know, like say with the type now a foreign body. So cospan 12, 2XL, cospan 8, 2XL, cospan 8. Then I'll just duplicate. This one could be 4 and 4. I think. All right. So now, inside here we'll create a new class. We'll call them productivity listing. Productivity listing. So 1, 2, 3 and the listing. So inside productivity listing, we'll create a new class. Then we'll call them Probar. All right. So this Probar will get I just decided which I need to call these things now. But I'm gonna call this one calendar. Okay, so we'll divide it into 2 here. So we'll get the first part. See where they hold my mouse. We'll divide it into 2. We'll get this first part, then this second part here. So this first part now, maybe we'll call them percent area. This second part could be time area because we get productive time here. So I just use this percent, if it be calendar percent, we'll just use a percent area. So now inside the percent area, this one will be the date. Then we'll get something like a chart. And third one, no, this percent could be inside the chart too. So more just markup, more just markup, more see what we'll get. So inside this probar, I'll create percent area, duplicate percent area and sign area. Okay, so now inside this percent area, date tag. So the date tag will get 2 things. Monday, which is the day, and 18, which is the date. Then the next one will call it fancy shots, which is this curved shots where they here. So ideally, if you want to design something like this now, you're supposed to use maybe some JavaScript libraries, they tidy them like Chat.js and some other ones but based on I just want design something just to simulate. So can I shot be this now? We'll use one SVG weaved design what I create for Illustrator here. Then I'll just show how to style them and everything just look nice, like seeing a shot there. So yeah, shall we'll go into that site. So now inside this div tag now, I'll create a span class, then I'll call the span class D. Inside this D, I'll type mon, and I'll duplicate. I'll type it in here, and this one will be dates. Okay, so after the date tag, we'll create the fancy charts. So inside the fancy chart now, so inside the fancy chart, we'll create a span class of chart title, and we'll call them productive. Then underneath this chart title, we go create another div class. We'll call them the chart, which is the actual chart now, right? So inside this chart, we'll get two items. First, we'll get the SVG, then we'll get this percent where they here. So now just copy the XVG. If you look inside the assets folder, we'll get this wave. So I'll copy from here to here, which is just the SVG. I'll not touch the side. Control C to copy, and we'll paste them inside. Okay. Just make this look nice, then I'll close them. All right. So now we'll create the SVG here. Then we'll create a span class called percent count. So percent count, we'll give them 86%, right? So 86% here. All right. So now, let's see. Okay. So now just start to style this level for here now. So inside my main.css, we'll target productivity listing. Main.scss, we'll target productivity listing. So productivity listing, they come inside dashboard area just after the header. So I'll close this one. Dashboard area, right? Then inside we'll put productivity listing. All right. So now inside productivity listing, I'll get the pro bar. All right. For the dashboard area, we'll put margin top so 3 em. We'll push them out from these guys where they here, which is the header. So now for the pro bar, we'll just say the background color first. Background color will be light green. Dashboard area, pro bar. I'll set padding .95 m. Let's spec this thing again first. Probably maybe my spelling not correct for somewhere, or I did do something wrong. Okay, Probar dash D displays. All right. So check your spellings, very, very important, very necessary. So now we'll also get a Probar here, background color and padding. So we'll add the color. So the color will be secondary text, while we'll set margin button to 1.2 em, so that the next probar will be spaced out from that one. Then we'll set flex. Flex will be, we'll set display to be flex. Then align items to center. Justify contents to space between. Y flex direction could be row. Okay. So you know they see I'm currently now sharp, but what we did do just the separate this probar, this percent area from the time area. You get, so by the time we don't put something for the time area now, this thing will come out for somewhere here. Like if we come to time area, just type something quickly. See how I see the show here. Okay. So now let's tie this area here now. I got targets. I'm at the design self. So we'll put the rounded border. Okay, so after this one, we'll target box. We'll just put box size into border box. Then border radius could be 1 em, while we'll set box shadow to 0, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, RGB 186, 91, 5% opacity. Okay. What's it designing? It did, but not to cache. If you inspect the elements, then use our inspect element to tidy them. We'll shift this one, go up small. We'll reduce the blur, the spread. Increase. Might just leave that thing to be 6 instead of 10. So instead of 10 here, we'll just change one to almost just 6. 6 is fine. We're going to do 6. All right. So we'll tidy this area. Once you add the 2F might make sense. I'm just going to use flex a lot. So all these items here now from flex direction to display, I will put them inside mixing. So I'll just say at mixing, set flex. So set flex, flex type, justify type, then align type, and the direction. Okay, so flex type could be equals to this value here. All right, so now we're going to copy this thing out and paste down here, change mixing to include y flex type here, flex space between center row. Okay, and we still get the same thing. So normal style. So now inside this probar, or just after the productivity listing, we'll target the percent area. I don't see this sense probar shall better. Now just put them inside. Or if you put them inside if you want, but more just leave them outside. So we'll target the percent area. I'll still need this flex inside. Then instead of space between, we'll use stats for justify content, while the align items and the flex direction will remain center and the row. Okay, so you see here. Then we will do the same thing again for inside date tag. We'll do it for percent area, so we'll do the same thing inside date tag. So copy or paste down flex. We'll not need justify, so I'll just use initial. Then instead of row, we'll set colon, so that the Monday the 18th will go this side by side now. It will drop down. You get, just see I'm here now. All right, so now for the percent area, I'll set the width to 50%. Then inside the date tag, we'll set background color to background white, while our padding could be 6 em for the top and the bottom. By the left and the right will be 1.25 em. Okay, then box sizing will be border box, while border radius could be 0.7 em to curve the calendar dates. So now we'll set margin right to 2.5 em, so I will push the next items now. All these items I will push them out a bit. Then we could set position to relative. and we need box shadow. So I'll just copy this box shadow here. You see, this place dark one kind, or yeah, dark one kind. So we need box shadow. So I'll copy this box shadow there. I'll change this one to 4 pixel. This one will still remain 6 pixel. This one will be 10 pixel. But since now black, I'll just use this RGBA type here. So 0, 0, 0, 0.2. Okay. Alright, so that dark here. I think cash oil. Might take like 10%. I'm not leaving like that, Abek. So now the next thing we need to do, once we style this one, that will create this curved, or this will be like arrow here. You get so many resemblance if it is thing. If you use like SVG, take tidy, but majority CSS now to see how to do something like this. So now, inside this date tag, we'll target dates, day, dates, and day. All right, so for this, we'll put display block while we'll set position to relative, then we'll set z index to 99, and for the dates, text transform capitalize. Is it date or day? No. Day they come first for the dates. So text transform for the day now will be capitalized. Then we'll set the font size to 0.875 em, while the font weight will be 500. Then we'll set the color to primary text. Okay. All right. For now for the dates, I'll just copy the same things here. I'll paste them here. But color will be secondary text. Why the font weight and the font size? Font weight could be 600. The font size could be 2 em. Online text transform. Okay. So we'll get Monday 18. All right. We'll get Monday 18. So now, more design this one here, this arrow. So to do that, After this our date here, we'll create after pseudo class. So I'll put and after, then we'll set the contents. So empty strings. Height could be 40 pixel. Same thing as the width, 40 pixel. Then we will set display to block. Background color will be, which background color we use for, is it in the background white? Then position to absolute, while top could be 50%. Border radius will be 4 pixel. Let's see. All right, this somewhere here. We'll set the right. We'll push them out so that we can see. We'll set right. GHT. Right to minus 18 pixel. You see, without comment small. So now what I want to do here, I'll come inside my this console here now. More edit this thing here so that we'll see I'm live. So I'll create transform. I'll first put translate. The 0, then minus 50% to centralize this thing first. So just centralize here. Then just after, we'll put rotate to 45 degree. So you see how the thing that rotate. Then we need to stretch them. So the stretch and I will go skew. So I'll go skew. The first one will be 24 degrees. Then the other one will be 24 degrees. So okay, 24 degree. All right. So now I just skew them. So you see, I say we don't get this arrow-like stuff here. You see? So I'll just copy which will transform. Then I will paste them here. No, side this scatter. Yeah. Okay. I can't want be lights. Transform, translate. All right. So now I think we don't tidy this one here. Arrow. Makes sense now. What idea? So now I'm going to target we'll target this productive and this fancy shots. So with the target fancy shots now. So just after the date tag here, we'll target the fancy shots. Then target the chart title. We'll set text transform. So capitalize Y. We go include set font. I know this is the use of this because would I declare the whole thing to be, well, sometimes they get used. Would I declare the whole font for this system to be, for this particular design to be this constant? So yeah, sure, on a part of the training. If you like, you want to like more like that, so leave it like that. 600. So let's see. All right. So now after the chart title, we'll target the chart itself. So this chart, we're going to include flex. So I'll just copy this flex, paste them here. So the flex, space between, this one will be flex, starts, y, the direction is to be a row. So we'll set position to relative, y top will be 0.7 em. Okay. So now we will target the SVG inside the charts. So the SVG will set the fill color. So dark blue. Then we'll set the height. So 1 em. While the width could be 5.6 em. Okay. So now we'll target the percent count. So the percent count will set display to blur because it's span class. Then we'll set position to relative. Left to push them out a bit from the chart now. 1 em. Bottom to push and come up small. 0.5 em. So we'll just observe. Okay. So now we'll set background color to background white, while the padding could be 3 pixels for the top and the bottom, while the left and the right could be 9 pixels. Then we'll set box size into border box. One habit to adult learner, as far as I dey give anything padding, I don't set box size into border box. Just the part of me now. Because that is something when I start with the design. Font size could be 0.85 em. Why the font weight will be 600. Then we'll set color to secondary text. Okay, so we'll set the border radius now to make sure see it is rounded. You see, you set the border radius to make sure see it is rounded. Then let's see. All right, so that gets our design. So if we reduce this thing a bit, you see, so the full HD down to normal HD screen. So that's a long. Okay. All right, so now we'll design this area. So to tidy that area, We'll markup. So for the time area, we'll create a new div. We'll call it group GLP. So inside this group now, we'll get span title. We'll call productive sign. Then we'll duplicate. We'll give this one the time. So instead of productive time here, we just put 5 hours 12 minutes. Then we duplicate this. So for this title, time at work, 5 hours 45 minutes. Okay. Now, what's time now? So see, put flex for this one here. All right. So for our main.css, we'll just close out percent area. Then underneath percent area, we'll create the time area. So this time area, we'll target group. Inside group, we'll target title and time. Title time. All right. All right. So now, for the time area here, we'll first put flex. So I'm going to include this my flex here. Then we'll set space between to flex starts. Sorry, not space between. Justify content to flex starts. Then align items to flex starts. Why would leave this one as row, not columns? So no. Okay. Let's see. Time area. Now with their fit, so probably if we just make them initial self. Alright, so we'll just make them initial. So the initial are like the default of flex direction. Alright, so Abi? No. Row. What I did do? Oh, like group now. Okay, we never saw the target group. Initial correct. Initial correct. Alright, so now inside after this one, we just set width. So 50%. Then position to relative. Okay. Then inside the group, we'll set margin left to 3 EM. So push them out small. More off and first, more see. Even almost just a 2 a.m. All right. So now we'll go target the title. We include font inside the title. So the font size for the title will be 0.875 EM, while the one for the time could be 1.125 EM. Then the font weight could be 700. This is supposed to break down. What I did do wrongly here? Let's see. So time to inspect. Group. Span. Okay, so display block solves that. So I'm gonna just copy all right. So display block solves that issue. Okay, so I think we did approach this design the right way. So what we just need to do, we need to create this bar ready here next. And to do that, after this group here, we'll create a pseudo class before. Then we'll set content. So empty strings. We'll set position to absolute. Then our height could be 50%. So 50% of that container. So the width will be 1 pixel. Then we need to center this item. So the center arm now. Top will be 50%, while transform translate. All right. We need to set display block. Then we'll just set background color to normal green. So let's see. All right. So we'll not tidy this thing like this. So mm, all right. So I think I like the way I see this thing like this now. So we'll not tidy them like this. So we'll just duplicate for the remaining ones now, which is this Tuesday 19th and Tuesday 20th. So what we'll just do here, from the Probar, all duplicates. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So this second one at Tuesday 19th now. More close as vision. Enemies in the long end here. Productivity level 72%, 410, 630. So 72, 4, 10, and 630. All right, so this one are for the Probar for the second one. So the third one I think that's the Tuesday, but this time is Tuesday 20th. And 60%, 305, 710. 60%, 305. Then 710. All right, so now I think we did aligned. So what we need to do next now, we need to change the colors. So to change the colors, what we fit do here? Back to our pro bar for the top. Just after this box shadow, we'll create one target is second one. So the pro bar now will say end child, which is second child now. So just here we'll type end child 2. Just like this is not 2 I won't type. Then we'll still target the third one. End child 3. Right? So now we'll set for background color. So the background color will be normal green. Let's see. All right. The same thing for this child, but the background color will be dark blue. Okay. Let's see. So their colors now white. So we'll target the color now. The color will be background white. Okay. Then we need to target the shots. And for this VS Code, for me to select multiple, I just hold on my control keyboard for Windows. I think Mac will be command now. So select this one, hold on control, now select the next one. So now I need to target the chart. So inside the chart, we get SVG. Then after the charts, we get the time area. Okay. So now for the SVG, I just do one first. For the SVG, we'll set the fill to light green. For the second child, then the time area before. That bar, where did that place now? We'll set the background color. So light green background color, right? Light green. See? All right. So it's on the light green. So if you look the design, that is similar, but this wave did different from this wave. So to do that, if you just flip on one kind, if you use transform to flip, so the transform now will set scale, so -1 and number 1. See, the flip this thing for us. So I might just copy these ones for the SVG. For the time area, I'll copy here out. All right. So now for this SVG of this third shade, instead of light green, we will use primary text. Then with the scale, then rotate 180 degree, just to make the wave appear in another format. You get? And I think the time area, the before, let's see. Okay, primary text supposed to be for, it's supposed to be light green as well. Let's see. Design. Then time area before background color will be primary text, just to feed them a little bit. All right, so we'll not tidy 1, 2, and 3 like this. So now, if you look at the CSS, you can see everything where they here. Come on to everything where they here and actually duplicate of exactly the same thing where they here. So mixing will come into play here now. So what we'll do, we'll create a mixing, then the mixing will call set Probar child or children child. Okay, I'll copy from here the whole content inside this end child. Now I'll copy here, I'll paste down inside here. So for the background color, we need a value, so say bg val. Then for the color val, then chart go get fill, chart fill, chart transform, and the time bg sync. Yeah, chart fill, chart transform, and time background, time bg. All right, so for the background color, we replace normal green with this one, color val with this same color, chart fill with the fill color here, chart transform with this transform here, while time bg with the light green right here. So now when we get this, now we just need to do now to call just this single line, and it could shorten our code for us. So I'll just paste them here first. I go first put include. So the important include. So normal green replaces bg val. Background white replaces color val. The field green, the field color or chart field color, we'll paste them here. Why the scale? We do for the chart transform in light green. That's what I'll do. All right. So now if we delete all these plenty things right there, so we'll do exactly the same thing now for the third shade here. Instead of normal green, we'll get dark blue, background white, light green. We'll copy this, we'll place here. Then this one will just be our primary text. All right. So now if you see delete everything here. Okay. So without the positions, they go there. 1, 2, 3. All right. So like this, we'll not design this calendar type of area here. So I think we are good to go. So our next tutorial will tidy these statistics parts. We'll do this around there, the areas and everything with this place. So anyway, I'm going to just end this one here. You know you've been subscribe to the channel, like the video, and still type where they happen. So I'll see you a level from the Big Tank, and see you for the next video.